So I've been running stores for the past 15 years. And during that time, I have sold all kinds of products. I have sold products that are very complicated, and I've sold products that are very simple, straightforward, things like that. In this video, we're going to talk about the simple products that anybody can start selling immediately after watching this video. Okay? Now, there are some people that would say while watching this video that, oh, if it's so simple, then why are you not doing it? Or why did you stop doing it? Let me show you guys something. So this is an example of some of the products we're going to talk about today. And yes, I am still selling these products. Now, what exactly is this simple product I'm talking about? Basically, I'm talking about you selling essential clothing items. Now, the reason why essential clothing items are simple but also very profitable is because everybody needs it, or a lot of people need it. And I'll give you an example. You that are watching this video, there's a very high chance, and I hope that you're wearing underwear, right? Good. Don't watch me naked. Anyways, those are kind of essential clothing items, right? So you have boxers, any form of underwear. You have this kind of t-shirt, which is what I focus on a lot, which is why you see me wearing it a lot in my videos. Another thing I've noticed is that nowadays, it seems like Ankara, Adire, things like that are becoming more of the go-to-work or wear-to-work fashion items. These are things that also fall into the category of simple product or essential clothing items. Now, where do you find these products? Ideally, you have three options, okay? So, drop shipping, pre-order, or you do small batches, okay? This is when you are getting started. Now, if you are drop shipping, again, I have a video that talks about what drop shipping is, how to get started. But in its simplest form, drop shipping is basically you going to meet a supplier, you're going to meet somebody else that has taken the risk of either importing or manufacturing that product and then selling that person's product. Now, with pre-ordering, it's very, very straightforward. Let's say you are selling a pack of 3 of these shirts, right? Let's just use that as an example. So you get a tailor or whoever it might be to make 3 of those shirts, right? You use those 3 shirts to make your marketing materials, things like that. Now, when people place an order, you then give it to the tailor to make those additional 3 shirts. So an ideal scenario would be whoever places an order for these 3 shirts, it is written there that, oh, this shirt will be created or it will be produced in 3 working days. So we will deliver on the 4th day or on the 5th day, or we will ship out on the 4th or 5th day, that sort of thing. Now, a very good example of what I'm talking about here is a business called Cash Couture. I hope I pronounced that properly. But they seem to currently work with the pre-order model, and it seems to work very well for them. Now, with small batches, it's literally what is being said. You create products in small batches and you market those products. Now, there are advantages to all these things. And before I move on, let me just say this. When it comes to small batches, a very good example of a business that makes in small batches is Dial-Up. You know, I think I've spoken about them in a previous video before. But yeah, Dial-Up, they make small batches and they also talk about it in their T's and C's and their shipping. Now, all these options, drop shipping, pre-order, small batches, they all have their pros and cons. If you want to say, oh, which one is perfect for you, it depends on the skills. It depends on the skills. It depends on your belief, and it depends on the current leverage that you have. And let me explain. With drop shipping, the Muslim community, some of them see it as haram. So it's wrong because they don't own the product. Somebody else owns the product, and then they are shipping the product from that person's shop to the customers. That whole process, some people see it as haram. Right? And that's what I recently found out doing my own research. So obviously that's out for them. They don't drop ship. With pre-ordering, you need to find a tailor or have a good relationship with a tailor, or you yourself need to know how to sew. Right? And then with small batches, you have to have some financial commitment upfront or capital upfront that you would spend to create small batches. Let's create our unique offer around these 3 options. So the first one you want to look at is bundles, right? You create a bundle pack. Now that's what I do. So typically these particular shares, they come in pack of 3, pack of 5, pack of 10, pack of 3, pack of 5, pack of 8, right? That's typically how we do it. So somebody like me, I work from home, right? That's number 1. Number 2, I'm a minimalist guy. I'm a simple guy. Like I wear only black shirts. Best case scenario, you see me outside, I'll probably be wearing a kaftan or wearing an Oxford shirt. That's my go-to. You hardly find me wearing too many flashy things, right? So I would buy a pack of 5. I will buy a pack of 8 of these shirts because I know that I will wear them. Okay. If you can, and if possible, try to sell something that you yourself would wear. It kind of helps creating a unique offer and then creating marketing materials to sell these products much more easier, right? So that's the first thing you want to look at, bundles. The next thing you want to look at is annual subscriptions. Now, there's a brand called On That Ass that kind of hits the nail on this subscription bit pretty well. So what they do is they actually sell underwear and then they offer a premium subscription where you get underwear, I think, every new month or every quarter, that sort of thing. If you want to also do this kind of business, that's probably something you can look at. Either you offer subscriptions where you get to send people new underwear or new shirts or whatever it might be every 6 months to 12 months, that kind of thing. Now, speaking from experience here, Nigerians don't really enjoy that monthly subscription angle. I've learned this the hard way. We don't do that here. Let me just put it that way. We don't do that here. What I've seen work is annual subscriptions. Annual subscriptions work well. So maybe that's something you want to test. That monthly one, I know I gave you On That Ass as the example, but that monthly subscription one is a bit tricky. I'm not going to lie. But try it out and see. Then last but not least is, and this is mostly for people that work with small batches, you typically create new collections or new designs or new, new products probably every 2-3 months. There's always something fresh or new in your business, right? Now, because I'm saying that something is simple, that doesn't genuinely mean that it is easy, okay? These particular businesses, they are very simple to set up, right? There's not a lot of mental gymnastics is required for you to set up this business. And I say this because obviously I'm doing it as well. But there are 3 key things that you're going to quickly realize are potential problems. The first one is product quality, right? Now, when it comes to product quality, if you are drop shipping, the people that import those products into the country or manufacture those products are the owners of the quality of that product. If they wake up one morning and they decide that, you know what, we want to cut costs and start making crappy products, you that are drop shipping from them is going to suffer for it, okay? If you are running the pre-order model, it is very, very, very difficult for your tailor to consistently and constantly make an item in the same shape, form, and length and things like that. You would have customers that will say, oh, this is a bit tight. Are you sure this is the right size? I have customers where they've sent me tape rule picture of them holding the shirt like this, measuring their chest area, saying that in your size guide, this is what you said. But when I measured it, this is what I saw. So these are the issues with pre-ordering, which again is bound to happen. Next up is branding. Now, with branding, it's such a very small thing that can cause a very big problem. And I'll give you a very good example. So there are these like frosted bags that people use in their fashion and business, where you can put your shirts in, things like that, right? Now, those frosted bags, a pack of 100 is like 170K. Just a pack of 100, right? Okay. And I'm going to show you why this is actually quite crazy. So divide that pack of 100 into, that means one piece is 1,300. Okay? Just follow me. The label, the woven label. So most times if you make this kind of shirts, they come with like some funny size that they put here. Very cheap, crappy quality, but hey, it is what it is when you're starting, eh? So it will come with like maybe the size of the shirt is in a white small label as XL or 2XL, things like that, okay? Long story short of it is your branding is going to be very, very expensive. And last but not least, probably my most favorite problem that you would face is competition. Now, because this is such a very simple business to set up, a lot of people think that they can set it up and make some quick money. So the competition is quite high. You have people like I said, Dial-Up, Cash Couture, you have True Classic Tees, you have On That Ass, you have me. You have so many brands to compete with. Do you think you can win? Yes, you can. You can win. I'm just joking. You can definitely win. But the competition is quite high, okay? And when there's high competition, you ideally have two problems. Do you want to set up a business that makes a lot of money in terms of per order? So high margin businesses, but low volume. Or you want to make a business, or you want to start a business that is low margins, but high volume. Now, there's no middle ground. A lot of people think that there's a middle ground. There's no middle ground. There's either high margins, low volume, or low margins, high volume. Those are your two options. And what I want you to understand is the best way for you to do this is to ask yourself a very honest question. Are you hungry? You know, if you're hungry and you're looking for money to cover rent, you're looking for a additional side income that you can add to your pocket to make more money, you shouldn't be playing the high margin, low volume space. You shouldn't. I'll give you a very good example now. So at the moment, this particular product has sold only, I think, to 20 people, 20 customers. But we've made almost $1 million from that, from just 20 customers. Okay. $1 million is not going to do a lot, right? For me at this particular moment. It might be a different scenario. So don't look at me and say, oh, I want to set up this just the way this guy set it up. I am playing a very different game. I'm playing a very extremely different game to the game you are playing. So if you are hungry, focus on low margins and high volume. That way you can get your hands dirty, make some very quick money. And then when you've made money and you've built that business to a certain level, there's nothing stopping you from then creating another product or creating another business or brand where you then go for high margins and low volume, right? Now, I'm not saying dump this first business that you are starting with low margins. Run the two concurrently. There's a reason why Toyota has, Is it Infinity? I'll be Lexus. Yes. Toyota has Lexus. Honda has, is it Acura? Which one does Honda have? You get what I'm saying? Nothing is stopping you from having a low margin product as a separate brand and a high margin product as a separate brand. Nothing is stopping you. This is how you want to build businesses that last 3, 5, 10 years and things like that. Okay. Now, one thing I need to mention here is these businesses operate or thrive off social media, at least in today's age and time. So watch this video next, where I actually talk about how you can start selling your business on social media the right way.